Hello students, so today we are going to discuss types of chemical reaction. Now chemical reactions are classified into four types in accordance with the nature as well as number of reactants and products. There are four types of chemical reaction. First is combination reaction. There are four types: combination, decomposition, displacement as well as double decomposition. Now combination reaction is also called as direct synthesis. Now what is combination reaction? In a chemical reaction, when two or more reactants, here we have said A and B, they are reactants. When they combine together and they give a single product is AB. So this type of reaction is called as combination reaction. We can say when two or more reactants combine together to give a single product, the reaction is termed as combination reaction. Examples of combination reaction, like for example magnesium plus oxygen will give you magnesium oxide. Here we have seen that there are two or more reactants. So two reactants, they combine together to give a single product. So this reaction is termed as combination reaction. Now this reaction is very important reaction. Now how the question will be coming for examination? Question will be, what happens when magnesium ribbon is burnt in air? What happens when magnesium ribbon or magnesium wire is burnt in air? What will happen when it is burnt in air? It combines with the oxygen present in the air, and what it will form? Magnesium oxide. So the definition of combination reaction is when two or more reactants combine together in a reaction to form a single product. The reaction is termed as combination reaction. So this was the example. Then another example, when ammonia is treated with dilute HCl. Now ammonia, its formula is NH3 plus HCl. It will be forming ammonium chloride. Now ammonium is NH4. It is NH4 plus positive ion and its valency is 1. Since it has only one positive, so its valency is 1. Now what will be ammonium chloride? Ammonium is NH4, its valency is 1, chloride is Cl, valency is 1. These formulas are already discussed in a separate video, that is how to learn chemical formula in 20 minutes. You can go through the video and you can learn all the formulas which are there in your textbook. So ammonium chloride, and we need to exchange the valency, so formula becomes NH4 single and Cl. So it forms NH4Cl. This is what ammonium chloride. Again we have seen that here two reactants have combined together to give a single product. So this reaction is termed as combination reaction. Ammonia comes in contact with HCl, it will form ammonium chloride in the form of smoke. It is a white color smoke. So again we have seen that two reactants have combined together to give a single product. So this reaction is termed as combination reaction. Then again calcium oxide, if it is treated with water, calcium oxide is CaO. When it is treated with water, it will form calcium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide, its formula is CaOH twice. Now calcium oxide, I'll explain you this in detail. See, calcium carbonate, CaCO3. This is calcium carbonate. Common name, it is also called as limestone, also called as marble, also known as tiles, also known as Kadapa stone. So this is nothing but calcium carbonate. Then CaOH twice. This is calcium hydroxide. Now calcium hydroxide is also called as lime water as well as slaked lime. Then calcium oxide. This is calcium oxide. Formula is CaO. Calcium oxide is also called as lime or quicklime. So you need to remember these names. So these are the common names. Calcium carbonate is limestone, marble as well as tiles. Also we call it Kadapa. Calcium hydroxide is called as lime water or slake lime. Calcium oxide is nothing but lime as well as quicklime. You need to remember these. Now when calcium oxide or lime is treated with water, it forms calcium hydroxide. This is nothing but lime water. Also we call it as slake lime. This one is lime. It forms calcium hydroxide with the release of heat, large amount of heat. So question may come, what happens when magnesium ribbon is burnt in air? When magnesium ribbon is burnt in air, it forms magnesium oxide. When ammonia gas comes in contact with HCl, it forms white fumes of ammonium chloride. And when lime comes in contact with water, it forms lime water with the release of large amount of heat. So in all this reaction, we have seen that two reactants have combined together to give a single product. So this reaction is termed as combination reaction, because combination reaction is nothing but when two or more reactants combine together in a reaction to form a single product. The reaction is termed as combination reaction. So this was combination reaction, that is also called as direct synthesis. Next one, decomposition reaction. Next type of reaction is decomposition. Decomposition means splitting of the reactant. We can say the chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant. The chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant. Two or more products are formed from a single reactant So the chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called decomposition reaction. So this is what decomposition. We have seen that over here there will be, like for example, AB is the reactant. It will decompose to A as well as B. So here single reactant is decomposed to two products. That's what the definition, the chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, what we have seen that single product is decomposed to two, single reactant is decomposed to two or more product. Now decomposition can be brought about in three ways. First one is thermal decomposition. Second one is electrolytic decomposition. And third one is photolytic decomposition. Thermal decomposition means decomposition which is brought about by heat, simply by heating. Electrolytic decomposition, decomposition brought about by electric current. And photolytic decomposition means decomposition which is brought about by photo. Photo means light, sunlight. This is what photolytic decomposition. Now let us learn some examples. Now example of thermal decomposition, like for example, if calcium carbonate, first one is thermal decomposition. When calcium carbonate is heated, CaCO3, when it is heated, it will give you calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas is given out. So this decomposition is brought about by passing heat. So we call it as thermal decomposition. Another example, another type, that is electrolytic decomposition. For electrolytic decomposition, like for example, decomposition of water. Electrolytic decomposition is also called as electrolysis. Electrolysis, lysis means separation by passing electric current. That is electrolytic decomposition. Like for example, water. See, water cannot be separated into hydrogen and oxygen simply by heating. Hydrogen and oxygen cannot be separated from water simply by heating. When you want to separate them, you need to pass electric current. When you pass electric current, it gets decomposed to hydrogen and oxygen. See, this procedure is carried out in an instrument, that is a voltameter. It is called as voltameter, where hydrogen goes to hydrogen is positive ion, oxygen is negative ion. Positive ion will go to cathode and negative ion will go to anode. There is a separate topic on this. I can explain you on the separate lecture. In a separate lecture by making a separate video. Now electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic decomposition means decomposition which is brought about by passing electric current. So water can be separated into hydrogen and oxygen by passing electric current. Let us balance them. Here oxygen is 2, over here it is 1. Then neighbor got affected, 2 to the 4. So here it is balanced. So this is what electrolytic decomposition. Then third one, photolytic decomposition. What is photolytic decomposition? Photolytic decomposition is nothing but decomposition which is brought about by passing by sunlight or light. Like for example, silver bromide. Silver bromide, AgBr. When light is passed through silver bromide, it will separate into silver and bromine, Br2. So this type of decomposition which is brought about by sunlight is called as photolytic decomposition. Like for example, silver bromide solution, where you find, see, camera roll. Today it is digital cameras, but still it is available, camera roll. They are sensitive to light. Why? Because they have silver bromide solution. When it comes in contact with sunlight, it will decompose to silver and bromine. Product get decomposed, so it is avoided from sunlight. So here we have seen that there are 3 types of decomposition. Now one more thing, oftenly we get confused about this O2, H2, Br2, where to write these things. Always remember, there are 4 twin brothers, basically 4 twin, H2, O2, Cl2, N2. See, these are twins. Again with chlorine, we know that fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are halogens. What is their molecular formula? They are diatomic. I mean to say that in a chemical reaction, maybe in reactant or they may be in product, they should always exist in their molecular formula. So the molecular formula of hydrogen is H2O2. You cannot release oxygen as O. See, these are judwa bhai. Like for example, a simple reaction. If I say what is the reaction for sodium chloride, you will say that sodium plus chlorine will give you sodium chloride. See, this is not correct reaction. This is totally wrong. Why wrong? Because sodium, it is monoatomic. Now product is sodium chloride. एक sodium आ जाओ, it will come. Chlorine, how much chlorine is required? 1. But chlorine cannot participate as Cl. Why? Because it has twin brother, that is Cl2. It will participate in its molecular formula. Means it will participate as Cl2 and it will be released as Cl2. So here chlorine will participate as Cl2, not as Cl. So Na plus Cl2 will give you NaCl. Now let's balance. Here chlorine is 2, here it is 1. We'll put here 2. Then again neighbor got affected. Sodium becomes 2. Over here it is 1. So this is the correct equation. What you need to remember, in a chemical reaction, reactants should be in their molecular formula, as well as in product, again they should be in their molecular formula. You cannot write down wherever you want single or double. So these molecules, they are diatomic, so keep in mind they should be in their molecular formula. Like for example, formation of water. Water is H2O. Hydrogen H2 will combine with oxygen. Don't write O, because oxygen is diatomic, so you need to write on O2. What I said, in a chemical reaction, a reactant should participate in their molecular formula. So oxygen ka molecular formula is O2. So here it will combine as O2. Now it has formed water. Let us count the number of oxygen over here. 2. Here it is 1. We'll write on 2. Then neighbor got affected. Hydrogen is 2 to the 4. Over here it is 1. Now it is balanced. So this is the balanced reaction. Many students, they are not aware of these two reactions also. Simply they write Na plus Cl will give NaCl. It's totally wrong. Na plus Cl2. Anyway, we were going out of the topic, but still it was needed to explain you. So this was what? Decomposition reaction. So decomposition reaction is nothing but the chemical reaction in which 2 or more products are formed from a single reactant is called as decomposition reaction. There are 3 types of decomposition reaction. One is thermal decomposition, decomposition which is brought about by heat. Example, calcium carbonate got decomposed to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Second one is electrolytic decomposition, that is decomposition brought about by passing current. Then photolytic decomposition, that is decomposition brought by sunlight, that is called as photolytic decomposition. Over here we have seen that bromine is released as Br2. Why? Because bromine belongs to halogen family, and you all are aware of halogen family. What are halogen family? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. That is first class biryani I8. Their molecular formula is diatomic, that is F2Cl2 Br2 I2. Okay, so this was decomposition reaction. This was decomposition reaction. Another example of decomposition reaction is sugar. When it is heated, it will decompose. Heat, symbol for heat is triangle. It will decompose into carbon and water. So we have completed decomposition reaction. Now next one is displacement reaction. Now displacement reaction. What is the displacement reaction? Now the question will be like, for example, copper plus FeSO4. What will be the reaction? Then iron plus CuSO4. What will be the reaction? Here iron will displace copper to form ferrous sulfate plus copper get displaced, but over here copper cannot replace iron. Here reaction does not takes place. Now the reason, what is the reason behind this? Before learning this, we'll learn the reactivity series which we have discussed in earlier topic also. Reactivity series of metal. Here iron is more reactive than copper, so it will displace copper, whereas copper is less reactive than iron. Copper cannot displace iron. You need to learn the reactivity series. Reactivity series is potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron. करीना ने कार मांगा ऑल्टो जेन फरारी, फिर भी हाय क्यों हो गई एंग्री पतली आंटी. What does it mean? Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, platinum, gold. You can learn the mnemonics for this series is करीना ने कार मांगा ऑल्टो जेन फरारी, फिर भी हाय क्यों हो गई एंग्री पतली आंटी. So this is the reactivity series. Here top most reactive element is potassium and least is gold. Now here we have seen that iron can displace copper. Why? Iron is at this place whereas copper is at this place. Who is more reactive? Iron is more reactive than copper. So definitely iron will displace copper. But copper cannot displace iron. Why? Because copper is less reactive. Only the elements which are more reactive, they can displace less reactive. Here iron can displace copper. Why? Because iron is on the top ranking than copper, whereas copper is below iron. So copper cannot displace iron. Now question is on this topic, question will be this way. There are two beaker. One has copper wire and ferrous sulfate solution. Another will have copper sulfate solution and iron nail. Question will be कि reaction takes place in which test tube or which beaker. Here in this case copper plus FeSO4. Copper plus FeSO4 reaction will not take place. Why? Because copper is less reactive than iron. It cannot displace iron. Whereas in this one, iron nail plus copper sulfate, iron can displace copper. Why? Because iron is more reactive than copper. So displacement reaction definition will be the reaction in which place of less reactive element is taken by high reactive element is called as displacement reaction. I mean only highly reactive element can displace low reactive element. So this is what displacement reaction. So based on this I'll explain you one question. Similarly, if I say CuSO4 plus lead plus CuSO4, what will be the reaction? Here we can see that again lead is more reactive than copper, so definitely lead will displace copper and it will form lead sulfate and copper will be displaced. So displacement reaction, what is the definition? The reaction in which the place of the ion of, here copper sulfate, it will form which ion? Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus. Now in order to displace copper, iron will get converted into, iron will lose 2 electron to form Fe2 plus. Here this Fe2 plus will replace Cu2 plus, and this Cu2 plus will gain the electron of iron and it will form copper. So what we can say, the reaction in which the place of the ion of less reactive element in a compound is taken by another more reactive metal. So definition will be, the reaction in which the place of the place of less reactive element is taken by high reactive element is called displacement reaction. Simply you can write this way also, but in your textbook it is said that the reaction in which the place of the ion of less reactive element is taken by, replaced by highly reactive metal, highly reactive element. Is called displacement reaction. By formation of its own ion. By formation of its own ion is called displacement reaction. Here we have seen that iron has formed its own ion by losing electron, and this ion of highly reactive element replaces ion of less reactive element. Here less reactive element is copper, it forms ferrous sulfate, and this less reactive element, it will gain the electron lost by iron and it will form copper. So this is what the definition of displacement reaction. We can say the reaction in which the place of less reactive element is taken by highly reactive element. Simply that is called as displacement reaction. Now so we can say displacement reaction is AB means A plus BC. Here A will displace B and it will form AC, and B gets displaced. So this is what displacement reaction. Now next one is double displacement reaction. Fourth type is double displacement reaction. What is double displacement reaction? Double displacement double displacement reaction AB plus CD. AB is formed by A plus B minus, here C plus D minus. Now here A will replace C, A will displace C, A gets placed over here in place of C and C get placed over A. That means here there are two times there is a displacement. One time A is displacing C and C is also displacing, C is taking the place of A. I mean it is also getting displaced. So here displacement takes place two times. That's why it is called as double displacement reaction. A plus will replace C plus, so it will form A plus D minus, and C plus replaces A plus, it becomes C plus B minus. So this is what double displacement reaction. We can say the definition is the reaction in which the ions in the reactant, the reaction in which ions in the reactants are exchanged to form a precipitate the reaction in which ions in the reactants are exchanged to form a precipitate are called double displacement reaction. I'll explain you in detail what does it mean. Now we'll take an example of silver nitrate. Silver nitrate is silver Ag, its valency is 1. Nitrate is NO3, its valency is 1. So formula will be AgNO3 plus sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is NaCl. Here Ag plus NO3 minus, Na plus Cl minus. AgNO3 will undergo dissociation. What is the meaning of dissociation? Dissociation means separation of ion. What is dissociation? Separation of ion. Dissociation is nothing but separation of ions, and separation of ions takes place only in the presence of water, I mean aqueous medium. So we have added water, aqueous. When there is water, again dissociation will take place. AgNO3 will dissociate to form Ag plus and NO3 minus, whereas NaCl will dissociate. Dissociation is possible only in the presence of water, so we have written aqueous. It will dissociate to Na plus and Cl minus. Now the reaction in which ions in the reactants are exchanged, our reactants are silver nitrate and sodium chloride. What is this said? The reaction in which the ions in the reactants are exchanged. Exchange किया यहाँ पे. These two are exchanged. Instead of Ag plus, it will form Na. I mean Ag plus will be replaced by Na plus. So what it is going to form? NaNO3. The place of silver is taken by Na, and place of Na is taken by silver plus AgCl. So reaction in which ions in the reactants are exchanged to what? To form a precipitate. Now what is the meaning of precipitate? Precipitate means insoluble solid. Now usually precipitate, where it is formed? In the product side. Now the question is, out of these two products, which one is precipitate? Precipitate will be the salt which is formed by lower reactive metals. Now tell me, sodium or silver, which one is less reactive? Definitely silver. So it will form insoluble solid. You might be confused, out of these two products, which one is precipitate? Precipitate will be one which is less reactive. So silver chloride is less reactive. So this will be precipitate, either you can write on by downward arrow or you can write on PPT. So basically precipitate is formed where in double displacement reaction. So what is double displacement reaction? The reaction in which ions in the reactants, we can see that AgNO3 got dissociated to form, see, ions. What is the meaning of dissociation? Dissociation is nothing but separation of ions, and separation of ions takes place only in the presence of water. So here AgNO3 got dissociated to Ag plus and NO3, and sodium chloride got dissociated to Na plus and Cl minus. Now in these ions in the reactants are exchanged and they have formed precipitate. Now our question was, which one will form precipitate, either NaNO3 or AgCl? What I said, only the salt which is formed by low reactive metal, that is silver, is less reactive. So definitely this one be precipitate. So in this way we have completed displacement, double displacement reaction. See, in this reaction we have seen that firstly it will decompose to Ag plus and NO3. NaCl will get decomposed to Na plus and Cl minus. We can also term this reaction as double decomposition reaction also. And after getting decomposed, these ions will be exchanged. They will be displaced. So it is termed as double displacement reaction. We can also call it as double decomposition reaction. That's all for today. So in this way we have completed double decomposition reaction. So altogether types of chemical reaction, there are 4 types of chemical reaction. One is combination reaction, second one is decomposition reaction, third one is displacement, and fourth one is double displacement reaction. So these are the 4 types of reaction. That's all for today. Thank you everyone.